morning, everybody. My name is Scott Sobalski, and I am the real race bum. This morning we're heading out for the last race for the 2019 series at Phoenix Kart Racing Association. Our series actually starts in October, and then the winter series ends usually the end of March, and then we'll start a summer series the beginning of April that'll go all the way till about October. So ours is a summer and a winter series consisting of 10 races, and then sometime in October at the end of our summer series there's a series called Showdown Racing, which I will do a video on. The promoter of the series is a guy by the name of Rich Bowen, which I think this is like his 5th or 6th year of Showdown Racing. It's really cool. It's 2 days of racing. I think he has the track open on Thursday for practice, and then he does it all day Friday for practice. I'm positive about the Friday. And then we race on Saturday, and we race on Sunday. And it's, as I remember, it was 6 races. The points there's more points as the race goes on. It's awesome racing. It's 4-stroke racing, so this is not a 2-stroke type of racing. It's called the 4-stroke Showdown, and it usually comes up right around the end of October. I'll put a date as soon in one of my next videos as soon as I talk to Rich and find out the exact date. But be looking for Showdown Racing come October. Anyways, today we're heading out to Phoenix Kart Racing Association. This is race number 10. This is the last race of our season. This is the full track. If I remember right, it's the it's the clockwise configuration. We'll have, I think, 17 or 18 shifters that normally don't come into our track and race. It should be really good in all the classes. A lot of the classes are really tight for the championship points. I think in Kid Kart, our Kevin Ruth has pretty much wrapped up the points in Kid Kart. I think he has 5 wins, first place wins. Today he'll probably make number 6. And he's got a couple seconds and a couple thirds, no DNFs. So Kevin has done really well in Kid Karts. I'm not sure what's going on in LO206 Junior 1 or Junior 2. I really didn't look. I know the LO206 Senior has been pretty much dominated by 2 guys and their cousins. One I did a video on about a month back, named Toby. He's our recipient for 2018 Champion of Champions, and like I said, Toby's won the Champion of Champions trophy twice. The guy who I really think is going to win the LO206 senior class is his cousin, Micah Hendricks. Now, Micah has won Champion of Champions 3 times. It's something in the water that family's drinking. It's got to be. So anyways, Micah probably has that championship, and then what do you call it, 100cc air-cooled tag class, 2-stroke class. Micah, I believe, is going to win that championship also. I'm not sure where the drops are right now, but right now it's between him and a guy named Court, and then I'm not sure if Bill Sheets is above Keith Sears for 3rd and 4th, and I think I got 5th for the series. Didn't do too well. That's okay. It's been a lot of fun. Anyways, that's kind of a recap of our last 9 races. I was not at race 9. I was fortunate enough to get to go to an awesome vacation, so I missed race 9. And that's okay. So, anyways, we're going to head off to the track, and we'll get set up, and we'll get this show on the road. This morning I was really late getting up, and even though I was getting up late, and my wife told me, "Wow, you're late," except for Bailey Murphy and a couple other people that left their stuff here overnight, I still beat everybody to the racetrack. That's sad. on a beautiful Sunday morning like this. It's going to be a great day of racing. Today we're going to talk to Bernie Licata. For the first race of the summer series, it's always been Surfers Classic. Bernie, how'd you come up with the name Surfers Classic?
Well, I'm the guy who started the four cycles, or restarted the four cycles here, and I started a company called Surfers Kart Parts.
Okay.
And my daughters said we should have a beach party. So we started the Surfers Classic race.
Who can enter the Surfers Classic race?
Anybody can enter, but the Surfers Classic special awards go to the four cycle Briggs classes.
Okay, so it's not the kid karts. This is LO206, both juniors, junior 2, the seniors, and the masters. Am I correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, so it's 4 classes.
Yep.
Okay, and it's the first race, which I believe is April 13th.
That is correct.
Okay, you heard it right from Bernie.
Yeah, we give out special trophies to the winners of the four cycle classes, the top 3. We usually have some extra little goodies to give out also. And anyone who enters the race, four cycles or otherwise, is eligible to win a Briggs powered pressure washer in a drawing.
You know, there are some really dirty go-karts. I can think of a couple people that have not cleaned their go-karts in years.
I know a guy just talking to me right now, goes off the track a lot, gets dusty, dirty.
He does. He does. And you know, that guy has only raced an LO206 once at last year's Surfers Classic, but I will be racing another LO206 at this year's Surfers Classic.
Good to hear. I expect a record turnout.
2 years ago, I raced my World Formula, and I think the year before, I think my first year I raced the World Formula. Now, the 206, you are going to have a 206 Masters class, correct?
Absolutely.
You know, there's this guy out of Texas. His name is Rich Cordova. I happen to know he's won the Surfers Classic quite a few times.
Yeah, but I wonder how legal he is.
How legal?
Yeah.
He's a really good driver. You think we might entice him to maybe fly out to Arizona and race the Surfers Classic for that race?
He makes so much money in Texas, it's hard to say.
I understand. I think we can do this, because I will be sending a copy of this to him.
I hope so.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bernie. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
shifters up here, and we want to talk about some things today, and then some things that we have planned for the first race April 13th. The board has approved. Hi, Manny. The board has approved anyone who pre-registers for the April 13th race.
Hey, Paul. Anybody who races today?
Anybody who races. You don't want them to pre-register.
That should, it depends what line they want to stand in.
So anybody that races April 13th will be in a drawing for this pressure washer. So, and then in addition, anybody who's racing shifter today has a free entry into the shifter class April 13th. Also, at the last club meeting, the board decided that we needed to talk a little bit more about our rules and our etiquette and a few procedures. So I know social media is very popular, especially among the younger folks. And the rules, we want the rules of etiquette and how you speak to one another here at the track and also in social media. So if we find that there's a problem, we'll come to you and talk to you directly. But we'd like the parents to monitor the kids and make sure that we have positive reinforcement with one another. That includes your competitors. So we hope that we won't need to talk about this again, but if we need to talk to you individually, we certainly will. So when your kid is out there running, we want you to cheer for your kid. And you competitors, we want you to cheer for your buddies. But what we don't want is we don't want you cheering against other drivers. So be positive towards those that are your friends and your team and all that sort of thing, but avoid negative behavior from that standpoint. We had a really good work day. Our work day is scheduled for the first Saturday after the first race of the month. So April 13th will be our first race of the summer season and also the first race of the month. So the following Saturday, 7 to 10.
Is that Easter? We need to talk about when that's going to be, though.
That is Easter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Easter weekend. We might skip that one because my wife won't appreciate it.
I eat Easter eggs all over the track.
Yeah, there it is. So, let's see. Bernie, was there anything else we needed to chat about? Okay.
You might want to talk to the shifter drivers if they have a discussion.
Yeah, we're going to have a post-meeting with shifter drivers up here after the meeting. Let me just go ahead and say a prayer for everybody.
Well, up next is qualifying. Today's the last race of the 2019 Winter Series. Put some brand new tires on my kart. Curtis was at Innovative Karting was gracious enough to loan me a carburetor. I've been having problems for quite a while now. We're starting to dial it into that. It might not be just me. It could be that this motor is not performing at optimum performance. So we're going to do a little bit more work in between the winter and the summer series, see if we can get a little bit more horsepower out of it, a little bit more consistency, so to speak. And today we're going to go out there and tear it up. Up next, qualifying. Kevin, how you been doing today?
Good.
So how'd you do in warm-ups? You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's Curtis been doing to your go-kart to get you ready?
So he gave me some gas.
He gave you some gas.
He gave me my new visor.
Gave you a new visor too.
Yep.
I saw him working on the front end of the go-kart. What was he doing there?
He was fixing my go-kart.
He's fixing your go-kart. I think he gave you a little caster, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll help you out.
Yeah.
From what I understand, he had 4 specially matched tires brought in just for you. And he put them on your go-kart. Make you handle better. This is your last race for the 2019 Winter Series. Did you know I was looking at your stats? You know what stats are? That tells me how good you've been doing all year. You got 5 first places this year. A couple seconds and a couple thirds.
And the one last sunny race after that, the dark race.
The dark race, that's right. This is the last sunny race, so we go to dark races.
So I better get racing now.
Okay, see you later, Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, up next is the heat race. We've reset the tire pressure, changed the gearing, and I think we're ready to rock and roll. I put the second camera on the back of the cart, and we're going to go out there and see if we can make it happen. Today we're here once again with Micah Hendricks after he raced his heat races. So what do you think, Micah?
I think the track's handling a little bit weird today. It's getting slower and greasier as the day's going on. Running out of grip in both the tag and the shifter.
That's the problem I was having in my tag.
You just corner exit, you can't get on the throttle.
Can't get on the throttle, exactly. But you did pretty good in the shifter. How do you like the 175?
175 is a great motor. It's you got a lot of throttle modulation to play with. So once you get in a straight line, that's the different thing between that and the stock Honda. You just have to wait so much longer to get on the throttle.
Right.
You can't be as aggressive with things. But with that trade-off, though, is that it has such a nice linear power curve to it that when you get on the throttle, you can really modulate how you get out of the corner, which I like a lot.
So you like the 175?
It's a lot of fun to drive. It puts you back in the seat.
I understand completely. Your dad said you guys were getting ready to go to Button Willow next week.
We are, yep.
So what day are you going to leave? Are you going to do any more practicing this week or testing this week, or are you just going to blaze on Tuesday, Wednesday, and head over?
We might head out Tuesday night, maybe Thursday night as well, because we'll be heading over Friday.
Okay.
Friday afternoon to be up there before Saturday morning practice.
All right. Well, good luck to you. We'll probably put a GoPro on one of these two and see what happens.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks. Well, it just wasn't my day. I DNF'd during the heat race, and I DNF'd in the main event. I don't know what happened. I went across the start-finish line, gave her a little tweak, and motor stalled and wouldn't restart. So, game over. So, we'll tear this motor apart. Well, that was definitely an awesome day of racing. My outcome from my race, just completely, it sucked. I DNF'd during the heat race because the motor just wouldn't run. And then in the main event, I made it, I think, 5 or 6 laps, and the motor stalled, wouldn't restart. I'm not sure what the issue I have with my kart that's going on, but Curtis at Innovative Karting said that we're going to take it apart. I will probably completely disassemble the entire go-kart, powder coat the frame. I'll probably show how you pull a rear axle out, how you go about, taking your motor off. I'll do kind of a bunch of videos on maintenance and repairs on your go-kart, and we'll go from there. To everybody that was part of RaceBumTV today, thank you so much. I appreciate you being part of my channel. And to the 4 young men that got me 2 more subscribers, thank you. As of right now today, we're at 101 subscribers. It's not a lot, but I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel and continues to watch the videos and gives input. And if you see something that you like, comment. If you want me to do a video on something, send me a text message, send me an email, put a comment in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing and you want more, hit that subscribe button on the right, hit the bell, and every time I put out a new video, which I try to get them out Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. I have a full-time job. This is just something I do for fun, but I'll try to continue to upload videos. This is the end of our winter series. This was race number 10. To all the people that won the championships, congratulations. Our next season starts in about 2 weeks, and I'll be at the races, and I'll see you at the races.